Hello everyone and welcome back to Tinderloss Gaming and episode 4 of my playthrough of Outbreak from Dark Frontier Games. Outbreak is a hex-based zombie apocalypse survival game where you're building up a base, trying to stop the hordes from breaking through and destroying your lovely little town. Episode 4, we're heading into the end game now, so without further ado, let's get across to the table and see the current state of play. Right, here we are at the table. Oh, that should be there. That should be there. My apologies. We are at the start of the turn. We are on about to head into day 11. And I'm not going to do sort of a tutorial for this game because this is the 4th episode. So if anybody's new to the channel, head back to episode 1. There's lots of explanation of how the game plays, what you should be doing in a round turn, all that type of stuff. This one, we're heading towards the end. This is our massive pile of dead zombies. We've got a few more left to kill in here. And in here somewhere is sort of like an epic final boss zombie, which we don't know what it is. It was randomized at the start of the game, and it's somewhere in there. We've managed to build up quite a nice little settlement. We've got garrisons going on. We've got a watchtower. These are counted as garrisons because there's not quite enough meeples in the game to get those out. So, without further ado, we'll go to the round summary. Would it reveal any doom? There's no doom in there at the moment. We're going to move the day tracker across, so we're now on day 11. We're going to reveal hordes. And usually we're revealing 4 because there's 4 players or 4 survivors. But because we're now in 10 plus days, we have to reveal an additional one. We have got a watchtower over here, which means we can have a look at this without revealing it. So we'll have a look. That's a mummy horde. So actually that will be one of the 4 that we reveal. One of the 5, sorry, that we reveal. Put our zombie token on there. We've managed to clear this sort of sector in the last turn or 2. So now we sort of need to be concentrating around here. We've got a noxious horde that's about to head into the police station. So we've got 4 more to reveal. Now we've got a nice couple of garrisons and a turret here, which is quite nice. So we could be doing that. So let's reveal this one, which is an ogre horde, and that comes in with a shield on it, which means we can't defend against that horde. Then we've got a fairly simple zombie horde that can be killed by ammunition. That's 3. This one here, which is an ancient horde. Again, no things happen when it comes in. And finally, this one here, that's 5 in total. Let's move that out of the way. And that is a berserk horde. And that has got every player, affects all survivors, and we get -1 to resource dice until this horde is defeated. Okay, so we need to be concentrating on this one, really. Settlers and helpless move. Well, my helpless are still going to stay in the home base. They're not going anywhere. Replenish hordes. So then we get the stack of these and then we put them round board. I think this is going to be the last. Looks like this is the last little lot. Hopefully, we're going to run out of zombies. So we know up here somewhere is going to be our epic final boss type. There we go. We move into the survivor phase. Right. We'll have a little pause and have a little think. All right, I've had a little think, and I think I've worked out, well, be down to the dice to see what happens. So, first of all, we're going to activate the diplomat. Should turn these over and then turn them over once they're done. It says turn over. There we go. Going to activate the diplomat, who is going to come down to move 1 down to the military base. Fine at the moment. I've got 7 XP to spend when I want to spend it. I'm sort of saving up for some stuff, I think. So the diplomat is going to attack, do an attack. So we get 3 dice as normal. We get 2 additional dice because of 1 each for the military barracks. And the turret, we haven't got an ammo there, so we don't get that effect. So we're rolling 5 dice. See what we can do. Okay, we've got 2 ammo, 2 gasoline, and 1 barricade, which is absolutely no use whatsoever. Which is a bit frustrating. But we can still do stuff. We can spend our resources. So the diplomat is going to spend 2 of her supplies to kill the ogre horde, which means I do get oh, that's a bit nasty. When I kill it, I take a wound. Wow. That's a bit annoying. But there we go. We take a wound. So the diplomat's now taken 2 of her 3 wounds. But we kill that and we get 2 XP. It's level 2 up to 9. And she's got 1 explosion, 1 explosives, which she's going to use to kill this berserk horde here. We get 1 XP for that, so we're up to 10. And we also get to roll a dice to collect any resource. Collect any 1 resource. So I believe we roll a dice. Do we roll a dice for that? Hang on a sec. Can't find it in the rule book, so let's roll a dice to see what she gets. We're getting explosive. Nice. And that is the diplomat done. Noxious horde. Could have actually killed the noxious horde using one of my gasolines in here, but I took out the ogre horde instead. I had to use both my supplies to do that. I'm thinking about next turn as well. So I sort of got somebody down here that can deal with these. So I can leave the diplomat here to maybe deal with those next turn. So I'm thinking the soldier can either move here or move here. If he moves here, he can hit both of these. If he moves here, he's rolling the dice to only hitting the noxious horde, but he's rolling extra dice. The soldier's only got on ammo. Nobody else has got any resources. So I've probably got a better chance. I'm going to move the soldier 1 to the police station. And he is going to attack the noxious horde. 3 dice as normal. And then we've got 2 garrisons on it. I'm needing a supply of gasoline. Oh, that was lucky. We've got a wild, which we can use for the supply. And we've got a gasoline, which we can use for obviously the gasoline. And we kill the noxious horde. We get 2 XP. Oh, I'm now at 10. I'll use that one. So we're now at 12 XP. And that's the soldier done. He gets one extra attack action, which I've now wasted because he hasn't got anybody else to attack. But for me, it was the better way to play, rolling more dice in one. I mean, he has got 1 extra action as an attack, but only rolling 1 dice there. It was a bit of a risk. Could have been either way. So that is it for the soldier. We managed to kill it. Then I'm going to move, the pilot's going to come down to the workshop. And the pilot's going to attack. That's the soldier. Yeah, done. Pilot's moving down. And I'm going to attack the mummy horde. 3 dice as normal. Oops, daisy. Plus 1 for the garrison. We've also got a bulwark there as well, so it's not really majorly, don't need to majorly worry about it. Oh God, where's all these zombies coming from? We need a supply. We don't get a supply, but we get 2 wilds, which is more than enough to kill the mummy horde. We didn't get anything. No, with the noxious horde. Yeah, we've done that. That's fine. What's this one here? Shuffle the horde discard pile and return 1 horde. Oh my God, shuffle the horde. I'm not going to shuffle. I'm just going to pick one out in the middle. No idea. I'm trying not to look. I won't look. There. Return it to there. Oops. Makes sense for a mummy horde. bring back from the dead. And I think that's the pilot gone now. We've moved and we've attacked. Then we've got the assassin. Now, knowing that these 4 round here are, well, it's my choice, but you know, there's not a lot left to reveal. So I'm going to be revealing those next turn. I'm going to spurge quite a lot of my resources, because having garrisons for me is having 1 extra resource dice is pretty good. Now, garrisons cost 3 XP to build. I've got 12. I'm going to put 3 garrisons down. The only annoying thing about this game is you don't get, it's not annoying, don't get me wrong, you get quite a few meeples, but you don't quite get enough. So we're going to build 3 garrisons there. So we're going to be rolling 3 extra dice. So that's 3, that's 9. That we're down to 9 XP. Well, that was 9 XP, so we're down to 3 XP. Just for safety's sake as well, I'm going to spend 2 of those on a bulwark. This area, trying to build it up a little bit. So the assassin hasn't actually done anything attack-wise, so he's going to request settlement aid, and we'll take an explosives. We'll take an explosives. And that is pretty much it for the assassin. Okay. Zombies move. These are going to move down to there. Final encounters. We've got no final encounters. Move back to the top of the round. We revealed Doom. We've got no Doom cards in play. Move the day tracker. We're on day 12. Reveal hordes. Watchtower first. Try to forget. So now we've only got 1 hex that's linked to the watchtower. No watchtowers over here, so we'll have a go at looking at this first. Ooh, okay. That's just got real. So we've got the epic mutation, which is 4 explosives and 2 gasoline to kill. And when we expose it, we get a Doom card, and also, what's that other one? Can't be healed. Wounds can't be removed whilst this horde's in play. What's that? That's a 2, just a level 2. And when we kill it, we get a reveal. We get a Doom card. Ooh, I don't think it's quite time to. I don't think it's quite time to reveal that one. So let's put it back like that. Bear with. Right, so to win the game, we have to defeat the final encounter and all hordes that are in play. So we reveal hordes first of all. So I'm not going to reveal that one. So let's go 1 here. Got to reveal that. That's a screaming horde. We'll do the counters in a second. This one is a looter. 2, 3. Noxious, a rotten horde. We'll come back to these in a second. 4. Oops. Vomit horde. And might as well do this one here for 5. So we're going to leave the big bad boy for a while. So the screaming horde comes into play, nothing happens. When the looter comes into play, we reveal a doom card, or put a doom card down. When a rotten horde comes into play, resource dice cannot be made against that. Oh, okay. So I need 2 ammunition to kill that one. That's a bit frustrating. The vomit horde, we can't use resources against it. Resource tokens. And the screaming horde, reveal a new horde. So let's reveal this one. Ancient horde. Nothing happens when that comes in. Settlers and helpless move, or the main base is going to stay there. Replenish hordes. So we've got 1 to replenish because we put 1 back in. Let's put that down here. And then we go on to the survivors phase. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I need... Oh, the diplomat's right down here. I need 2 explosives. I mean, I could not do anything, or not do anything. I could request settlement aid from the assassin to get the 2 explosives needed. Or I could fly up with the pilot. Pilot only moves 1. Can't do it. Vomit horde is a gasoline. Oh, these are all active now. These are all active. Diplomat. Right, let's start off with the diplomat. See what's going on down here. She's going to do an attack. So 3 dice plus 2 for each of the garrisons. And then the turret gives us 2 because she is... No, that's the wounded one. So just rolling 2 more. So we need an ammo and 2 explosives. Got an ammo. We've got no explosives and no wilds. We've got 2 ammo. So that kills that one. We then get a resource. Oh, that's good. That means I could choose. So the diplomat is going to choose explosives. Okay, right. So that is the diplomat gone. Going to activate the soldier, who's going to move one down to here. Going to trade with the diplomat to take, and I just checked this, you can take any amount of resources. So the soldier's going to take the 2 explosives just in case. But we're not going to do that yet. We're going to attack first to see if we can. I don't want to waste resources unless we can get some dice rolling going. So we've got 3 normal. We get 2 for the garrisons, and because the soldier has got an ammo and there's a turret there, we get 2 resources as well. So we're needing 2 explosives. Well, we didn't get 2 explosives. We got 3 barricades. We got 3 supplies, but we did get 2 wilds, which will convert into explosives to kill the ancient horde, which means we get a doom card and 2 XP. 1, 2. So we're now pretty much taking care of this peninsula for the time being. And we've got 2 explosives there for this thing here. That's what I'm thinking about now. What can I get? We've got another explosives there. We need some gasoline. How many was it? Oh, I haven't allowed to look at it. 4 explosives and 2 gasoline. Well, we've got 3 explosives. We've got no gasoline. Where can I get gasoline from? The garage gives me 2 gasoline. Well, we need to be taking care of these zombies. I know we've got a couple of turns, but the quicker we can get rid of them, the quicker we can stay on top of stuff. The pilot can move to any space. But we're going to leave the pilot to the end because I need to work out what's going on here. So we're going to activate the assassin, who's going to do an attack. So we get 3 as normal. The assassin gets an extra single attack dice, and then we get 3 more from the garrison, and the 3 garrisons that are there. Let's just move these. I can't see the symbols. Now the rotten horde, I can't use dice to attack that, and the vomit horde, I can't use things, tokens. But let's roll. Let's see what we've got. This is the assassin attacking. Okay. Okay. Well, we've got a gasoline and an ammo, a wild, that will kill the vomit horde. And the vomit horde is the one where I can't use tokens, so I can kill that with that. I can kill... Unfortunately, I didn't roll quite well enough. 2 supply, 1 barricade, 1 explosives. I'm going to use that to kill the looter because that makes me reveal another token. Don't want to do that yet. So we'll kill the vomit horde, which does mean I take a wound. Cheeky. one of two. I've killed the looter. Well, that's 2 XP. So we're up to 5. We killed the looter for 1 XP. Nothing happens when that dies. What we got here? Got the pilot and the soldier. No, soldier's already gone, isn't he? Yeah, soldier's already gone. I've just got the pilot left. Now the pilot seems to be the one that I want to be attacking this horde here, because he holds the most amount of stuff. He can hold 5 things. So I think now is I'm gonna have to think about that's being revealed next. So I want to build up my resources. We all want to sort of congregate up here. The soldier's got 2 explosives. I think we've got it covered down here with the diplomat. This screaming horde is going to bang straight into, so we've got another extra turn with the bulwark there. This ancient horde though is going to come down, well, that bulwark will be removed and then it will go in. So I am going to activate the pilot, and pilot specializer can move to any settlement, so it's going to move to there, and then it's going to request settlement aid of 2 gasoline. 2 gasoline. And then that's it for the pilot. That's the turn. Zombies move. They move down. That's it. Final encounter moves. There are no final encounters. We go to the top of the fray, the turn. We've got 2 doom chords to reveal. First one. Accident. Place 1 fire and 1 power cut token in the main base. Oh God. 1 fire. Power cut. Well, that looks like a power cut. That looks like a power cut. Oh. Right, bear with. Right, so I think we need to deal with that fire and power cut, because that spreads fire. Survivors on or adjacent to a fire token take 1 wound. Helpless and settlers would be killed, so that's a problem. Power cut means you can't request settlement aid on that location or adjacent to it. Second Doom card. Virus. Contamination token on all settlements with the supply resource icon. Okay. That's these ones. Supply resource. One, which is the hospital. Makes sense. So contamination token. At the end of the zombie phase, survivors on or adjacent to a contamination token take 1 wound. Ooh. That means the helpless will be killed as well. Oh god, this has made things a bit more interesting. That's the doom revealed. Move the day tracker. We're on day 13. Reveal hordes. Well, I've got no choice but to reveal these last remaining hordes. So over here, we have got a giant horde. Needs to be killed twice. Over here, we've got another giant horde. Quite an epic finish. And over here, we have got the epic mutation. There is a meeple for him somewhere. Here he is. Big old meeple. Ugh. Right. Settlers and helpless move. Getting these here has really done me in. Power cut. I think the helpless is going to move down to the police station because it doesn't want to be still going to take that fire token, but he's not going to take the contamination token as well. And if those die, I lose the game. Oh. I'm thinking. Right. Okay. Going to start off with the pilot, who's going to fly down. Oh. That's going to leave that exposed. What do I do? What do I do? Yeah. Pilot's going to fly down to the barracks. The pilot's thinking about the epic mutation. He's then going to trade with the soldier to take his 2 explosives. He will have a go at attacking. 3, 4, 5. 3 normal, 2 for the 2 garrisons. He's not wounded. Pilot, so he doesn't get... He hasn't got ammo, sorry, so he can't use the turret. But we can try and kill one of these giant hordes, if not both of them. That'd be nice. We've got 1 ammo. 2 gasoline, barricade, and explosives. But that does kill 1 of the giant horde. And that's it for the pilot. Diplomat is going to move 1, 2 to the main base, and then spend 1 XP down to 5 to restore settlement, or spend 2 XP to take both those off. Stop some contamination. I think literally that's all the diplomat can do. Actually, before I do all that, the diplomat would have attacked. Let's see if we can kill this giant horde. Yes. Get the 1. So that would have killed that, and then would have moved to there. That kills that giant horde. I can do that, can't I? Move, develop, trade, and attack. Yeah, so would have moved at the end. Then spent the 2 resources. So that's the diplomat done. We've got the soldier and the assassin. The soldier's now left out on a limb, really. Can only move 1. That's a bit annoying. So the soldier's going to move up to the police station and request settlement aid, and he will get an ammo. So we can deal with the giant horde next turn. Move into the slums, bang, bang. That's cool. So that's the soldier done. It's finally left to the assassin. We seriously need 2 explosives. Really tricky with the assassin, because if I stay and fight, if I stay in this space and fight, I'm probably going to take out the Screaming Horde. I'm definitely probably not going to take out the Epic Mutation. Not rolling enough, unless I roll really well. I'm rolling 3, 6 dice. It'd be a good roll. My issue is the Rotten Horde. I can't kill it using resource dice. I have to use supplies, and I haven't got... The assassin hasn't got enough supplies. I can request settlement aid, then I can't move, and I'll be overrun, and the assassin's has taken 1 wound already, so we take 2 wounds and be incapacitated. So my head is telling me I've got to move. I can't stay there. So that's what I'm going to do. Going to have to give up the wharf. So the assassin's going to move down to the library. Can move 3 actually. can move 3. No, I'm moving back to the library. I'm going to develop, spend 3 of those resources down to 1 to build another garrison in the library. And I think that's literally all the assassin can do. Oh, I've been forgetting with bloody got these cards on here. Oh, forgot about those. So the diplomat's going to play Guided by Faith. Sorry, I should have played these earlier. Remove 1 wound. I'm going to play Duct Tape. Sorry, I should have been playing these. Restore any 1 settlement or remove 1 wound. I'll restore the hospital. These are coming in handy. Should have been playing these. Then before we move, I'm going to play Winds of Change. Outbreak hordes do not move. So when we go into the zombie phase, which we're now going into, they're not moving. They are not moving. Okay. That's it. Zombie phase, zombies move, they don't move. That's that. Go to the top of the round summary, reveal any doom. We've got no doom to remove, but those can go. Those can go. Move the day tracker. We get another doom card for the next turn. Reveal hordes. Well, there's no hordes to reveal. Settlers and helpless move. They're going to stay where they are. Replenish hordes. We can't replenish hordes because we're hoarded out. We're hoarded out. Now we go into the survivor phase. I am going to start off with the pilot. And this should be good. The pilot's going to play ninja. Roll an attack on any horde as if they were adjacent to you. Yeah, boy. We're rolling an attack against the epic mutation. We get 3 dice as standard. We get 2 dice for the 2 garrisons we've got there. So really what we're looking for is 2 explosives on 5 dice. Is there anything I can do to help me? Not really. So let's roll it. Right. So we've got 2 wild and an explosive. So we've got enough. We've got our 2 gasoline and we've got enough explosives to kill the epic mutation. Boom. That's a level 2. So I get 2 XP for that. Killed him. But when he dies, he leaves us a lovely little Doom card. Now, the pilot, 2 XP, we're at 3. So I used those 2. And I used one of these. So we've still got an explosives left. He's still got an explosives left. So that was his attack. Then the pilot is going to do his move and he's going to fly to the assassin. And he's going to trade with the assassin to give him his last explosive. And that is it for the pilot. Happy with that. Happy with that. We'll activate the assassin next, who's going to move into the wharf and is going to do an attack, rolling 6 dice. 3 is normal, 3 for the garrisons that are on there. Look at this roll. 6 dice. I've rolled 5 ammo. 5 ammo. And 1 gasoline. I'll use the gasoline to kill this screaming horde. To give me 1 XP. And I'll spend the 2 explosives on the assassin to kill that rotten horde to give me 2 XP. Nothing happens when they die. On the screaming horde, it would be reveal another horde, but there's no more hordes to reveal. And that's it for the assassin's turn. So we've got the soldier and the diplomat left. The soldier is going to move 1 to the slums, and then he's going to attack the giant horde, just with a basic attack of 3. We've got a wild, we've got a barricade, and we've got a supply. We'll use a wild to turn that into an ammo, killing 1. And we'll use the other resource to kill the other one, giving us 1 XP. We've got the diplomat next. The diplomat is going to move to the hospital. And spend 2 XP to put a bulwark down. Any more bulwarks? I have got some more bulwarks on the hospital. We'll spend 3 XP down to 2 to put another garrison. Seriously running out of tokens. I'll use that as an additional garrison. So we've got 3 garrisons on there. And then we'll attack the ancient horde. 3 dice as normal. 3 for the 3 garrisons on there. Needing 2 supplies. We get 1 supply. We get another whole shed load of ammo. 4 ammo. And 1 gasoline. The diplomat can't do anything about that. Turn over. Zombies move. The screaming horde bashes into that bulwark. The ancient horde bashes into that bulwark. Final encounter moves. No problem. Reveal doom. Trigger happy. Oh, you're joking me. Survivors cannot attack unless they carry an ammo resource. Really? And running dry. Survivors can only move if they carry a gasoline resource. Seriously, game? Seriously? You're joking me. Oh. Nobody's got a gasoline resource. That is frustrating. That is got to be... Oh, can't attack unless they've got an ammo. I mean, it's just the... Oh my God. They couldn't have been any worse. Move the day track up. We'll move to there. 5. Reveal hordes, we don't need to worry about. Settlers and helpless move, well, they're going to stay there. Replenish hordes, we've run out of hordes, so we've just got to kill these 2. Can't do anything about it. Right. We move to the player phase. Well, these 2 have stiffed us right over. So I can't even move with the soldier because he's not got a gasoline. And I can't attack. Can't move, can't attack. Which is ridiculous. So the only thing I can do really is search. Do a search action. Yeah, might as well do that. So the assassin will search and we'll get firewall, swell hordes do not move. Well, that's quite handy. The soldier will search. And he will get, from day 4, place a settlement, a fortress on any settlement. That's the soldier. The diplomat will get reroll any number of attack, reroll any attack or defense roll. That's very cool. And then the pilot will get airstrike, 3 resource dice, attack on any horde. Not so bad. So they're all done. I will play Firewall. Swell hordes do not move. Those are swell hordes there. So that's negated that. Thank you very much. We go to the round summary, or next turn, we go to day 16. Those go. They do go, don't they, at the end of the turn? Yeah, at the end of the day, any active cards are removed. We go now to the next turn for the settlers, for the survivors. I'm going to start off with the diplomat, who's going to move to there. Because he wants to try and attack both of them, if he can. And he's going to play Grit, which is +2 resource dice and attack and defensive wounded. He is wounded. So we get 2 dice as normal. We get 1 dice for the garrison. And we get +2 dice because we're wounded. Let's see what we get. Oh, God. So we get 3 barricades, 2 explosives, and a gasoline. None of which we need. Oh, I've got 1 barricade. So I'll use my revolver to re-roll any number of attack or defense. So re-roll the whole lot. Right, now we're cooking. So we've got 2 supply and 3 explosives and a wild. I'm going to kill the screaming horde with that, which means we get an extra resource and 2 XP. 1, 2. Resources, gasoline, don't need it. But that's it. That's it for the diplomat. We'll go with the soldier. He's going to move 1. He's going to build another garrison down to 1. So there's 4 garrisons on there now. And he's going to attempt to hit the ancient horde. 3 dice as normal. And then 4 extra dice for the garrison. Needing 2 supply. 1 supply, 2 wilds, 3 ammo and a gasoline, which is enough to kill that last ancient horde for 2 XP. 1, 2. Wow, 105 timing. Wow, there we go. That's it. That's it for Outbreak. And that was an easy game. That was a fairly standard Outbreak Diaries Mission 1, 1 to 8 players, easy. I've only used 1 to 2 level hordes. There's, I think, 4 levels of hordes and different levels of final bosses. I've really enjoyed playing that. Really enjoyed it. Lots to think about. Lots of decision making. Building up garrisons seems to be good. I'm forgetting about these cards here. That was pretty good. I actually did forget about them because they came in really handy at the last minute. Drawing those last 2 Doom cards. Oh man, that done me in. That done me in. So I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough. Like I say, Dark Frontier Games, I believe is the name. If memory serves me correctly. Where's my book? Where's my box? Yeah, Dark Frontier Games. Picked it up at Games Expo. Lovely looking game, really nice and colourful on the channel, and I hope you've enjoyed it. My playthrough, I know, as probably the same as most of my other playthroughs, I've made some mistakes and I apologise for that. But in the midst of the red mist of playing the game and trying to say things and record things and making sure that all's all sorted, you do forget stuff. So I don't do it on purpose, but I do forget stuff. So my apologies. But, in summary, really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. And loads of, clearly loads of replayability. Tons and tons and tons of replayability. These are all the other settlements that you can use. There's loads of them in there. Mountain passes, command centers, fallout shelters, churches. There we go. So a good game with good replayability and fairly fun and simple mechanics would be my overall summary. I don't do markings or anything like that. My standard is it fun to play? Yes, it is. It is fun to play, and it would be a great game to play with 2 or 3 of you, 4 of you, each controlling a survivor. Because you then, I'm controlling all 4, and I'm making decisions for all 4. But if you've got 4 or 5 players playing this, up to 8 players it plays, big enough board to play 8 players as well. You've got loads of people making different decisions. So, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go and build a garrison. I'm going to go and do this. So a really fun game, I would imagine, for the multiplayer. These feel a little bit swingy. As you could see, some of my rolling 5 ammo, rolling 6 dice and rolling 5 of one sort. I mean, I need to go and play a game of Yahtzee now. But yeah, okay, that's enough of me gabbering on. That is in summary, really good game, Dark Frontier Games, and really nice to meet you at the expo. Anyway, that's it for now. I will see you on the next recording. Now, I don't usually do things that sort of timestamp my games, as in I don't sort of say what time of year it is or anything like that, because I like these videos to stand alone. But we are now moving into holiday season here in the UK, and funnily enough, I am going on holiday. So the videos over the next sort of month of August, we're in July now. I'll be out and about. I've just come back from Normandy with some friends. I'm about to go off up into the Lake District as well, so that'll be nice. But so the videos over the sort of next 4 to 5 weeks are going to be a little bit more sporadic. But bear with me. Once I get the holiday season out of the way and done with, we'll be back on the channel. So until the next time, take care of yourselves, and ta-da for now.